What's going on, guys? Criminal Justice here, and today we're back with another lspdfr tutorial. This tutorial we're going to be doing by request. Today I'm going to be showing you how to install Simple HUD into your lspdfr. With that said, everyone, click the link in the description below. It's going to bring you to this page right here. Now, keep in mind, you're going to have a requirement, okay? You're going to have scripthookv.net installed. If you do not have scripthookv.net installed, I will link my video in the top right corner, taking you to my recent video showing you how to install your scripthookv.net. With that said, make sure you go watch that video if you don't have it installed, then come back and you'll be ready for this one. Once you're here, go ahead and click download the file, agree and download. It's going to start downloading. Make sure you put this somewhere where you know you get to it, guys. I do recommend your desktop. Let's open up our main game directory. Again, if you do not know how to locate your main game directory, I will leave another link in the top right corner taking you to my video showing you how to locate your main game directory, whether you're on Steam, Epic's, Rockstar Launcher. Rockstar version. It's like a 3-minute video. Go watch it and then come back and we'll get into this. So let's open up our Simple HUD WinRAR. And there's two files in here we're going to be working with, the Grand Theft Auto 5 and the textures, okay? So also, you're going to need OpenIV. Again, if you do not have OpenIV or a mods folder installed, I will leave another link in the top right corner taking you to a video showing you how to install OpenIV. With that said, let's open up the Grand Theft Auto 5 folder inside of the Simple HUD WinRAR. And then this right here, guys, this is what you want to do. So in your main game directory, the last part of your pathway should say Grand Theft Auto 5. All right? And you just want to grab the scripts folder from the Simple HUD, and you want to bring it into your main game directory, and you want to drop it in, okay? And you're going to click, well, if you don't have it, you're not going to get the replace window, but just go ahead and drop it in there, and that will automatically create a scripts folder for you, okay? Now, there's another way to create a scripts folder if you don't want to do it that way. You can go into your main game directory, right-click, click New, click Folder, and just simply name it Scripts the way you see it right there, all lowercase, SCRIPTS, okay? And then once you have that, you can open this up, and that's where you'll see your Simple HUD. So we're going to open up our scripts folder. Down in here, you're going to see a Simple HUD configuration setting. Let's go ahead and open that up. And then I'm going to minimize my WinRAR. And then I also have a cheat sheet here that we're going to be using. Now, don't get these confused. The one on the right is my cheat sheet. Okay, that's for me. The one on the left here is the one that we are manipulating together, okay? So let's go ahead and start scrolling down because all this stuff right here is set that is good. The only thing I want you guys to worry about setting here is the stuff that we're going through here. So for example, right here under direction, okay? If you look at my cheat sheet, over here where it says direction position X, all right? Highlight that 182 and just type in a 292, okay? This is going to set the Simple HUD in a perfect spot for you, especially if you're using stuff like Grammar Police and Call Out Interface. This will keep it from overlapping one another, okay? So on down to direction position Y, you can keep that at 0.932, and then direction scale, change that from a 55 to a 51, okay? So it needs to be 0.51 on that, okay? Now, we're going to go down to where it says road, all right? Also, make sure direction enabled is set to true. Under road position, all right? Position X, change that from a point 204 to a point 312, okay? Next one down is good the way it is. This one right here, we are going to just delete that 5 right there, okay? Let's go on down. Also, make sure road enabled is set to true, okay? Let's go on down to postal right here. Now, I recommend if you're using something like, call out interface and you're using the postal on that, I would not even worry about using the postal on this because I'm going to tell you a couple reasons why. One is because the postal codes on this, even when set to virus_city, are not correct. They're not good, and in my opinion, the postal code on Simple HUD just is not any good at all. The only thing we got to worry about here is we want to set postal enabled equals true. We want to set that to false, okay? So make sure that's disabled. On down to time, right here where it says time position X, highlight that 182 and change that to a 212, okay? The one below that's good. The one below that, just erase that 0 on the end of that 4. And then right here where it says time format, we want to make this a 12-hour clock. So highlight that 24 and type in 12. All right. Now, down here, I know a lot of you have a lot of plugins installed that require the functions key. All my function keys are used up, so I just changed the toggle key equals F10 to a capital B. Now, keep in mind, if you do this, okay, also below that, menu enabled, change that from false to true, okay? Now, once we're done, if you do this, if you set this to B, there's something else you have to disable, okay? And trust me, it's something you're not going to use. So once you got all this stuff set, let's go back to the top. Let's click File and click Save. Close out of this, and then make sure you pull your WinRAR back up because we got to install the texture. So in your WinRAR, go back to this right here and double-click on the textures, okay? And we're going to be installing this simplehud.ytd. All right, now in your main game directory, go back to your main game directory and where the last part of your pathway should say GT5. All right, now in here, you want to go to the lspdfr folder and you want to go into the keys. All right, and we're going to scroll all the way down almost to the bottom. And the backup menu right here, this is backup menu key equals B. Highlight that B and type in none, capital N-O-N-E, just type it in. That way, when you pull up your Simple HUD menu, it's not clashing with the backup vanilla menu. And if you have stuff like Stop the Pet installed, Ultimate Backup, you're not going to need this backup menu anyway, okay? So we can go ahead, and once you're done, make sure you click File and click Save, close out, and we can now close out our main game directory, and let's open up our OpenIV. Now, in your OpenIV, there's a pathway that you need to follow, okay? So your pathway is going to be right here. I've already got it saved. This is where you want to go, guys and girls. All right. You want to go to, make sure your edit mode is on. Make sure your edit mode's on. Go to mods, update, update.rpf, time64, textures, and then script_txds.rpf. All right. Now in here, you're going to grab this Simple HUD, okay? And you're going to drag it into your OpenIV, and you're just going to drop it in, okay? Now, I'll show you where mine is. I'll go to the Search tab, and I'll show you guys exactly what this is for, okay? If I can get it typed in. All right, so if I go to my Simple HUD in my OpenIV and open it up, this is going to be for your menu, okay? For your menu and your speed limit sign. So just kind of keep that in mind, all right? So let's go ahead and cancel out of that, and we can now close over OpenIV. Close out of this, get rid of that shortcut, and as always, ladies and gentlemen, clean out that recycle bin. It's very important to do so. With that said, I'm going to take you guys to the game and show you how this mod works. We're going to open up the menu, and I'm going to show you guys a few little adjustments you can make if you'd like to. I will see you all inside of lspdfr. All right, so it is showtime. Now, once we're loaded in, here's what you want to do. If you will look down there towards the left of my character by the mini-map, you will see where it says southbound Zancudo Avenue, Marina Drive. That is part of your Simple HUD. And the one below that says 6:20 p.m. Sandy Shores, Unknown County. That's also part of Simple HUD. Now, if you want to move this, if you need to move it any way at all, you're going to hit the B on your keyboard. All right. You're going to go to Simple HUD. You're going to go to, I believe it's Customize. And this right here is your speedo. So this is going to be for your speed limit. Let me hop in the car real quick so you guys can kind of get a better look at what we're doing here. Let me get in the car so the speed limit sign will pop up. All right, so you see the speed limit sign there inside the mini map. So this is going to change this from kilometers to miles per hour. Now, the only downside of this mod, in my opinion, is if anything that you change, there's no way to actually save it, and you'll have to, you know, make your changes and then go out of the game and then reload it for the changes to take effect, which I think is dumb. I don't know why he did it like that, but so right here, guys, direction. This is going to be for your, if you notice down there, you see my westbound moving around. This will also take it up and down. That one up top takes it left and right, and this adjusts the size of it like that right there, okay, see? So we'll leave it about right there, and you obviously want this enabled, okay? Road. Road is going to be the one next to that. So this will move it back and forth, just like so. This will also move it up and down, and this will adjust the size of it, just like that, okay? We don't want it that big. We want it about, we want to set on 0.5. So right there, you also want this enabled, okay? Postal, that's the postal code we were talking about. Just leave it disabled. I don't know why it's enabled in here, but I'm going to set it to disabled. Make sure you set that to disabled. The time is right below your westbound and all that, where your direction is. That's what this is right here. So if you hit this, it will move it left to right. And this right here will move it up and down. This right here will change the size of it. And change this from 24-hour to 12. That way when you reload the game, it's actually on a 12-hour clock, okay? And that is pretty much it. You can go into like settings, but there's nothing there. General, here's your primary color for your HUD. Again, the changes will not take effect. See, I scroll through them, nothing changes. The changes will not take effect until you reload the game, which I think is the downside of this mod. In my opinion, there should be a way by now. I mean, we've got all these mods that we can actually save the INI files inside of the game, and this one should have that as well. That's pretty much it, guys, with Simple HUD. It was a request by many people. With that being said, everyone, subscribe if you're new, smash that like button for me, click that bell, and click all, so you never miss any future content or live streams. Until next time, everyone, God bless, take care, stay in prayer, love one another, and peace out. I will see you all in the next video.